Hey everybody, this is Ben. I'm back again for another cigar review, and this time I'm doing a new cigar from Sosa, and that is their new Undergrown. Now, these came out earlier this year. Look at the whole cigar here. And they came out in three sizes. They came out with the Arcane, which is a smaller perfecto, about, I guess, 4.5 by 41. This is the Delphic, which is 5.5 by 41, and they came out with a one called the Dar, which is a robusto, center 5 by 50. And this cigar is actually being handmade in Little Havana, Florida, at the little Sosa factory that they have there, and it's overseen by Arby Sosa. He's actually overseeing every one of these that are made. It's a very limited production cigar, but I just think limited production, this is going to be expensive. Actually not. This cigar only retails for about $6 a stick. And if you look at the stick, it's kind of cool. It's got a pigtail cap on it, which I like. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. Now look at it. It's got a different color wrapper for the cap. And the foot too. There you go. Check that out. It's pretty cool. Closed foot also. And what else is pretty cool about this, they have a unique box that I thought was pretty cool. They got a tattoo artist that's local to Miami to do some artwork, and all the artwork is actually on the box itself. It looks pretty cool looking artwork, but the box is actually, you know, a long box, and there's 20 in a box. And basically the box is, I wish I had, I'll put a picture up in the written part of the review too. But the box actually has the cigars on two sides, and in the middle of it has a piece of his artwork, and the lid's closed down, and there's more artwork on top of it. It's pretty neat looking box. But nonetheless, they sent me one of each size, and I thought I would do this size just because that's the size I really care for. I smoked the Dar already. I hadn't smoked the Arcane just yet. That's actually the last one I got. They only gave me one of each size. So anyway, so this is going to be basically a first impression, so just keep that in mind as I smoke this. So anyway, let's check this thing out. I've already looked at the foot and everything. Let's look at the wrapper here. Kind of a mottled wrapper. Really leathery looking, but it's a Habano wrapper. And it's actually Nicaraguan Habano, and the rest of the tobacco, the binder and filter is also Nicaraguan too. So let me go ahead and, here's my cutter. Well, I just like pigtails and the, not necessarily closed foot, but like the, I don't know. This is a true closed foot. I mean, this thing, I'm about to clip it before I even smoke it, but like, not necessarily a shaggy foot, but kind of like the way the Christoph does, where they have the little, you know, the tobacco kind of fold over. I don't know, kind of dig that, but the pigtail cap always gets me. I don't know why. Anyway, let me just cut a little bit off the bottom here. And I think I'm just going to twist this pigtail cap off, and let's see how that does. It's a little tight. I might have to cut it a little bit, but let's just see how it goes so far. See how it goes anyway. Anyway, Sosa actually sent me a sampler pack of all the different lines that they came out with. Now, I did a couple already, and Sean actually helped me out. He did one already too, so you'll see a couple more of these coming up. Another one they just released is called the 60, which is a huge 6x60. Everybody knows how big of a fan I am of that size, but you know, some cigars actually smoke better in that larger size. So I'm going to be doing that one pretty soon also. I'm going to have to cut it. The little hole the pigtail made is not good enough. Still has a really, really tight draw, but double perfect or perfecto like that is with two closed ends on it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This draw is really tight. But anyway, I'm still getting, actually I'm still getting some pretty good flavor. It has a like a nice buttery taste to it, like kind of like a syrupy mouthfeel, just like it coats your whole palate. Kind of don't remember the robusto being like that, but I like that buttery flavor to it too. It's got a nice woody core through the whole cigar, and you get that spice. There's a nice spice that really comes through. Kind of after, kind of that butteriness kind of fades away. You detect more of that woodiness, and the spice comes through then too. Yeah, it's just sitting here like this. It's starting to open up more. So I guess once it burns down past this little bit of this point here where I had to clip it, maybe it'll open up a little bit better. I'm definitely getting a lot more smoke now. Really good. Kind of curious, as you can see, it's just burning. I'm still burning in that the small. I don't know what that. I mean, it's a different. Has to be a different type of tobacco, but they didn't tell me what that is, and it's not on their site of what that tobacco piece is. So maybe I can get Arby or one of the other Sosas that come and comment on that and tell us what that exactly is. It slipped my mind to actually ask them that before I came on and started doing the review, because they're actually very, very good about communication with all of us bloggers and stuff. So, I really appreciate that about the Sosa crew. Oh yes, it's opening up a lot better now. So I probably should have clipped a little bit more off the foot, but you can see where they basically capped it just like they did, the top. So I didn't want to. I don't know. I was kind of scared I might mess up the foot of it too much. So anyway, it's opening up really nice now. A lot of good, it's like making my mouth water. Actually, a lot of good flavor coming through here. Anyway, I'll smoke the first third of it, and I'll be back to let you know how it went. See you in a second. Everybody, I'm back. I'm at the 1/3 mark now. It's pretty much the same. It's got that woodiness to it, a sweetness. The kind of that butteriness has faded a little bit, but it's picked up a nice nutty note. And actually, the spice has picked up a little bit too. And when you retrohale it, you really get a huge blast of spice also. But that spice, it really lingers around for a while. It's like a nice tingling in the back of my throat. But so far, so good on the cigar. I'm really enjoying it. And it's really opened up pretty well. I mean, it's not like, not a loose draw, but it's definitely opened up from that very beginning when I said it had a, pretty tight draw, but it's smoking really well now. It's got a, pretty good burn line. But anyway, going good. And I'll be back in a minute to let you know how the second third went. See you in a second. Everybody, I'm back. I'm about at the end of the second third here. Pretty much no change. Almost identical to the last third. The sweet, woody core, hint of spice, and some nuttiness to it. It actually still has that kind of syrupy texture on your mouth, where it kind of like just fills your mouth with the smoke and the volume of smoke that comes out of it. But it's just really thick tasting cigar. It's really nice. Every now and then you get like a flash of almost like a cherry note, kind of a sweet fruity note, but it comes and goes. It's not nothing steady or nothing like that. It just comes here and there. It's just kind of odd how that happens. But anyway, So far, so good, going well. And I'll be back in a minute to get you my final thoughts on it. See you in a second. Everybody, I'm at the end of the cigar now. Actually, it changed a lot in the final third. Pretty much what happened was most of the flavors kind of disappeared. Now all I'm getting is just a strong woody core and a little bit of spice. Sweetness has died down. It's almost completely gone now. And that nuttiness faded away also. So at the very end, all I'm getting is, like I said, the woody notes and the spice note, which actually that kind of kicked up a little bit. But other than that, that's about it. It's been pretty much full bodied from the beginning to the end. And it smoked really well, no relights or nothing. Really good burn. And like I said, once it got past the very beginning, I had that tight draw. Opened up really well, smoked really well. I was pretty impressed with this cigar too. I think this is probably my favorite Sosa cigar so far. So definitely check this out, give this thing a shot. You can find these at several retailers so far that are carrying these. Like I said, $6 a stick. It's definitely worth $6 a stick. So give this one a try and check it out. And on that note, remember, nothing beats a nice tight ash.